Good afternoon, everyone. Please take a seat. So I'd like to wish you all a very warm welcome to the magnificent Barony Hall, resplendent in the Glasgow sunshine, on this day of celebration, pride and emotion for you, our graduates, your families, friends and supporters who've shared this journey with you. My name is Professor Campbell Booth. I am an Associate Principal and the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, and it's my privilege to preside over this ceremony today. Graduation is the highlight of the university's calendar, and it's the culmination of students' time here, when we recognise and celebrate achievement, hard work and hope for the future. We are about to welcome our graduands onto the stage. They will be called by name, and they will leave on the right-hand side as I look at it as graduates. Graduands, graduates. I will cap them as they pass. This is an ancient symbolic act, marking a transformation from scholar to graduate. It's a simple gesture, but it represents something profound, the reward for years of effort and the beginning of something new. It's wonderful to see so many guests here, from Scotland, from the rest of the UK, and I'm sure from throughout the world. It's a great exemplar of the reach that we have and that education has. So it's great to have you here to celebrate such a significant moment. Before we formally begin, I want to say this. This is a day to remember. Savour every moment, enjoy it. Cheer for your friends, applaud your loved ones. Even if it's not your loved ones, give them a wee clap. If you want to have a wee shouting ball and let off some steam, that's allowed as well within reason. So please do celebrate. You've earned it, our graduates, and everybody else has been a key part in supporting it, so make it a joyous occasion. And after the ceremony, please join us for some well-deserved refreshments in our Learning and Teaching building. After the ceremony, I'll lead the procession out and we'll go up the hill to the Learning and Teaching building, so please join us after the ceremony. I now formally declare this congregation open, and I'm going to ask Dr. Lynn Denani and then Dr. Paul Mulherin to present our students from the Faculties of Science and Engineering, respectively. Thank you.
Associate Principal and Executive Dean, in the name of the University and by the authority of Senate, I present to you these students for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy for research in the Department of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Daniel Peter Brooke. Lewis Samuel William Damuk. Benjamin Ami Bibi Jambo. Rebecca McGonigal. Ewan John McQueen. Rebecca Emily Midgley. Kelly Moore. Daniel Joseph Powell. Hayley Charlotte Russell. Hannah Louise Tyson. Sebastian Luke Tyerman. For the degree of Master of Philosophy for Research in the Department of Pure and Applied Chemistry, Mache Daniel. For the degree of Master in Science in Applied Chemistry and Chemical Engineering, Scott Fielding. Emma Margaret Gemmell. Emma Henney. Jessica Elizabeth Heslin. Scott Edward Niels Hewitt. Daniel Kennedy. Adam Leck. Nathan Lee. Lewis Anthony McIndore. Hamish James Macmillan. Lily Morrison. Aidan Paul Smith. Uma Vinjora Dutt Wishaw. For the degree of Master of Chemistry in Chemistry, Louise Armstrong. Robbie Blaine. Marie-Claire Butt. Ross Campbell. Sophie Maria Farrugia. Leah Main Feely. Callum Jameson Grant. James Blake Hanna. Mia Houston. Kyle Scott Jackson. Ethan Samuel Jones. Ailey McAllister. Miriam Ruth Iona MacDonald. Eddie McGregor. Thomas Mackenzie. Millie McConnell. Scott Miller. Samuel Andrew Mitchell. Ellie Ann Nielsen. Benjamin John Percival. Isla May Aubrey Petrie. Emma Kate Purv. Sophie Thompson. Chloe West. In Chemistry with Drug Discovery, Ellie Dunkerkin. Salma El Mahdi. Caitlin Mary Hills. Sarah Juliette Kazim. Ava Lorenzen. Sean McKinnon. Sophie Miller. Ashok Kamlesh Bai Fundokar. Nikita Penchintini. Declan Reid. Ella Tedcastle. Eve Jane Truss. Sanjana Vinjam. Hannah Mae Watson. Ayla Wilson. In Chemistry with Teaching, Taylor Agnes Campbell. Ellis Grant Lampin. Jennifer Ross. In Forensic and Analytical Chemistry, Jack Ryan Balmer. Joanne Carroll. Neve Elizabeth Gruel. Carly Frew. Neve Annie Green. Ciara Lanigan. Erin Patricia Riley. Charlotte Maria Smith. Luang Ye Wong. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Alexander MacDonald Barrett. Artem Demienko. Sophie Fiona Ferguson. Timothy Scott Lee. Cameron McConnell. Lewis Craig Stevenson McIntyre. In Chemistry with Drug Discovery, Hannah Rose Breen. Melissa Jean Buckley. Pam Nuap Min Quay. In Chemistry with Teaching, Holly Mitchell. In Chemistry with Teaching International, Manar Tariq Salim Al-Balushi. Nadir Salam Ali Al-Farasi. Mariam Badar Salim Al-Kiyomi. Gayum Salim Jamar Salim Al-Sadiqi. Israel Salim Mohammed Asi Al-Siyabi. In Forensic and Analytical Chemistry, Nawar Salim S. Al-Hiwiri. Caitlin Elizabeth Cox. Eve Davey. Callum Harvey. Cameron McPherson. Jacob Lewis James Nicholson. Victor Paw. Josh Kevin Robertson. Carice Jessica Sharp. Zachariah Harris Tarrier. Joshua Van Staden. Taylor White.
Associate Principal and Executive Dean, in the name of the University and by the authority of the Senate, I present to you these students. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy for Research in the Department of Chemical and Process Engineering, Asukwo Jackson Asukwo. Shua Jia. For the degree of Master of Science in Advanced Chemical Engineering, Munoj Kumar Belamkonda. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Chemical Engineering, Harris Thomas Bickerton. Olivia Bonney. Paul Andrew Burns. Matthew James Carruthers. Rory Todd Curry. Patrick Andrew Dixon. Lewis Allen Doak. Aidan Mitchell Dowie. Eva MacLeod Fenn. Colin Andrew Gass. Hamish John Galt. Adam Douglas Gray. Emily MacDonald Gray. Arbaz Ali Hanif. Georgia McRae Hernan. Hidea Naima Hersey. Olivia Landell Kane. Vari Knox. Summer Ledridge. Gus Allen MacDonald. Ellie Kate McDougall. James David McLennan. Grace Mallon. Ellie McAloon. Emma Dorothy McCurrock. Owen Thomas McElroy. Brian Muir McElroy. Corey McInroe. Lucas John Sangster McIntosh. Emma Morrison. Grant John Murray. Hubert Jr. Nana. Jonathan Powell. James Metcalf Prudhomme. Millie Russell. Ruben Tyrone Selman. Scott Sharif. Jack Sterling. Iona Louise Osler Thompson. Emily Frances Worthington. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Chemical Engineering, Hamish Barr. Arifa Baum. Christopher Callahan. James Clipson. Bryn Evans. Angie Garcia. Daniel William Harker. Amber Jade Head. Thomas Irving. Chanyarpat Jitankul. Gregor Robert Arthur Morris. Anna Oloruniji. Rushil Patel. Holly Louise Pemberton. Josh Lewis Petrie. Edward Player. Matanali Puwa Piromkwan. Emmanuel Ratubola. Ayan Sawa. For the degree of Master of Chemistry in Chemistry with Teaching, Luke Andrew Ramsey. For the degree of Master of Science in Cybersecurity, Mohsin Lone. For the degree of Master of Science in Sustainable Engineering Chemical Processing, Danush Kishukumar. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Chemical Engineering, Arne Barturan Montes.
Well, I'm sure everybody's warmed up after that, so I think the first thing that we should do is give the class of 2026 another round of applause. I'd also like to thank Lynn and Paul for reading out the names. It's never an easy job, so well done. So as I said, there's a lot of warmth in this room, so I promise not to keep you too long. I'll tell you a bit about our university and make a few reflections. Then we will proceed to the Learning and Teaching building, as I said before, for some well-deserved refreshments. All of our graduates, not graduands, graduates now, have shown great commitment, resilience, adaptability and perseverance to arrive at this day. But none of you have done it alone. For those of you graduating in the presence of your loved ones, this is a moment of great pride for them. Your family, friends and supporters have played a crucial role in the success. You would not be here today without their support. So, to my new graduates, could you please join me and others in showing your and our appreciation for them? Likewise, our dedicated staff, in their robes, resplendent in their robes from where they graduated, they have worked tirelessly to provide the students with an exceptional education and student experience, and your achievement reflects their commitment. I would also like to thank all of our staff involved in making today so special, and also our support staff for making this run so smoothly so far. Let's thank them all too. So in a short while, when this ceremony has concluded, we'll leave the hall in an academic procession, signifying that you are now full members of the Strathclyde academic community. You will join a family of more than 230,000 Strathclyders worldwide who have gone on to excel in their chosen fields. We often celebrate the names you already know, the famous alumni whose achievements are recorded in headlines or history books. But the truth is, some of the most significant graduates of this university are the ones that you might never have heard of. They're the people shaping lives and changing their chosen fields. They may not be household names, but their influence is everywhere. They are the unseen architects of progress, and they embody what useful learning really means. And today, you join their number. It's that useful learning which informs our teaching, ensuring that our degree programmes equip our graduates with the skills they need to excel in careers that will create a safer, more prosperous and sustainable world. It informs our research, which focuses on tackling practical, real-world challenges, such as the transition to clean energy, developing new medicines, improving healthcare, advancing manufacturing, quantum and AI technologies, and working towards a more just and equitable society. Useful learning fuels our graduates, it fuels you, to help to create jobs, grow economies, increase prosperity, transform communities, improve people's lives, and ultimately make the world a better place. Across our faculties, we see this ethos brought to life in remarkable ways. We've got two faculties here today, the Faculty of Science and the Faculty of Engineering. So I'm just going to give you a couple of examples and talk about the faculties just for a wee minute. So first of all, the Faculty of Science. We find a community that is defined by curiosity, collaboration and discovery. It brings together disciplines as diverse as chemistry and physics, mathematics and statistics, computer and information sciences, and pharmacy and biomedical sciences, and they even speak the same language. Their research work is translated to real-world applications that solve problems and improve the lives of many, while teaching the next generation, who then go out into the world to make their mark, like you today. What really defines the Faculty of Science is its people. Students here don't just learn science, they learn how to think, to question, to solve problems that matter. They leave as innovators, educators and leaders, ready to use their knowledge for the common good, and that is useful learning. You've heard me saying that a couple of times. So, a couple of examples from a great many of recent highlights of the Faculty of Science's work and its achievements. I should say I'm joined on stage by my esteemed colleague, Professor Duncan Graham, my fellow Dean of the Faculty of Science. I don't know how he refers to me, you can ask him later. So, the examples. Dr. Rebecca Beveridge from Pure and Applied Chemistry, people graduating in that today, won a Philip Leverhulme Prize in recognition of her pioneering work in developing new cancer treatments by finding innovative ways to study specific proteins linked to the disease. The proteins change their shape and they're difficult to study. BioCers, a Strathclyde spin-out company, won the 2025 Converse Challenge Entrepreneurship Competition for its rapid testing technology for food safety. It has developed a device called the Food Shield, which can detect listeria in 5 minutes, as opposed to several days with current testing techniques. The Faculty of Engineering, the faculty that I have the privilege of leading, is the largest in Scotland and brings together disciplines ranging from architecture, biomedical engineering, civil, mechanical, chemical, electrical and design engineering. We also speak the same language, although my fellow Dean of Science may disagree. Engineering is home to a global community of students working with staff across disciplines to design, innovate and improve the way we all live. It's internationally recognised for its research excellence and its close partnerships with industry, ensuring that our ideas move swiftly from the lab or the computer to the real-world application. We are passionate about widening access through initiatives such as the Scottish Space School and Engineering the Future for Girls. It opens doors for young people and broadens access to STEM education. An example of our work is researchers in biomedical engineering have developed a technology-enriched rehabilitation gym to help stroke survivors. These gyms have now been rolled out in community settings in Lanarkshire, Edinburgh and Dundee, and the goal is to extend that further. Another example is Professor Becky Lunn, MBE. She has won a very prestigious and competitive 10-year Green Future Fellowship to develop a pioneering process that could capture up to 1 billion tonnes of carbon dioxide annually. She's developed a process that can capture the CO2 when rocks are crushed for construction, and 72 billion tonnes of rocks are crushed annually for construction. Related to this in chemical and process engineering, the department that graduated students today, researchers developed a carbon-negative cement replacement. Cement production itself emits more than 2 billion tonnes of CO2 each year. This replacement transforms silicate minerals and waste materials into high-performance construction products, permanently locking CO2 into the built environment. You'll be glad to hear that I'm moving towards my conclusion. But it's this kind of real-world impact that captures the spirit of Strathclyde. It's something that's increasingly recognised. The Daily Mail named Strathclyde its 2026 UK University of the Year, and it called us the embodiment of everything a 21st century university should be. We are also the Times and Sunday Times Scottish University of the Year 2026 and its UK University of the Year runner-up. These are the latest in a long line of awards and league table rankings. We don't chase such awards, and we recognise that rankings go up and down, but it is notable. It does demonstrate that our approach to teaching, to research, to partnership working and making a real difference is being noticed. Now, as graduates of this university, you have the opportunity to take what you've learned here and make your own mark on the world. During your time at Strathclyde, you've grown not just in knowledge, but in confidence, resilience and perspective. You've learned how to solve problems, work with others and persevere when things get tough. And just as importantly, university isn't only about lectures and exams. It's about the friendships that you've built, the experiences that you've shared, and the person that you've become along the way. Education is not just about learning something, but it's about becoming someone. As graduates of Strathclyde and the future leaders of our society, you now have a responsibility to use your talents to make a positive difference. Whatever path you take, in business, science, education, the arts or public service, remember that you have the power to affect change and inspire others. Use that power with integrity, humility and empathy, the qualities that will set you apart from others. You carry not only the knowledge and skills you've gained, but also the spirit of Strathclyde, a spirit of innovation, collaboration and inclusion. Keep learning, keep questioning, keep making a positive impact in the world around you. As you move on, please stay connected with us. You'll always be part of the community, and your stories inspire the next generations of Strathclyders to follow. Finally, let me thank once again our staff for their dedication and excellence, our support staff that have helped with the ceremony, and the families and friends who have supported you every step of the way. Congratulations once again on this remarkable achievement. You've made us proud, and you will continue to do so in the years ahead. Go forward with confidence, with purpose, and with the knowledge that you're capable of great things. Thank you. So we're just about to conclude the ceremony, and I would now like to invite our graduates to join the academic procession, which I will lead, and then ask the families and friends to follow on. And please remain upstanding until the procession has left the building. Then follow us up to the Learning and Teaching building for refreshments and further celebrations. I now declare the congregation closed and ask you to be upstanding. Thank you.